you didn't have to choose between having your spinach and eating ice cream? What if we could actually combine them in a way that's super yummy, so nutritious, but you don't have to tell anybody there's spinach in the ice cream unless you want to. You're about ready to learn your family's next favorite ice cream recipe. Truly, this is Michael, my son's favorite ice cream recipe. If you ask him what his favorite food is, he will tell you Mommy's healthy ice cream. So you, my friend, are about ready to learn how to make your version of healthy ice cream. I'm gonna put the recipe below this video. This is gonna be a demo video. So I'm gonna kind of be walking you through the process. You're gonna see pictures of everything I did. And I'm gonna come back at the end and give you a couple extra tips. But for now, grab your ingredients and let's go. All right, so you'll see down in the recipe that you're gonna grab a big handful of spinach, pop it in your blender with a half a cup of water, blend it up nice and smooth, just like you see right here. And then you're gonna be adding in the other ingredients. Greek yogurt actually boosts the protein and it's very creamy. I also find that it's a tiny bit sour, so I add this Truvia to it, and that is a non-sugar option. You can use monk fruit or any other sugar substitute. Now, you always want some protein powder in there, and you can use vegan, of course, or whey-based, whatever works for you. This cacao powder is awesome because it makes it chocolate, and the peppermint oil, 1 drop only, makes it a beautiful mint flavor. Now, I had half and half on hand. You'll see in the recipe that I have coconut milk down there because you want to have a dairy-free option as well. Of course, you got to put some ice in there, make it cold. And then nothing says chocolate mint ice cream like a couple chocolate chips. You're going to blend it up, and then you're going to pour the mixture inside of your ice cream maker. This is an attachment, as I said, on my stand mixer, and it is super quick and makes a wonderful kind of frozen yogurt texture. You can see it right here. I went ahead and served some of our ice cream at dinner that evening, and yes, I put a little bit of whipped cream and sprinkles. You got to have some fun, right? It's all in the presentation. Then this is the leftovers. This is what I want you to see. Small portions. These are probably half a cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup. See how I put the lids on there? Because then you can go ahead and stack it in the freezer. Look at this. That way for the next 3 nights, I have ice cream for both of my boys ready to pull out. Hey, how'd your ice cream turn out? I hope you love it. I'm gonna give you a couple extra tips right now that I use to help my family ask for this over and over so that you can use it too, and your family will ask for this new Mommy's Yummy ice cream, and you're gonna think yes, because it has spinach in it when you get your ice cream bowl. Pro tip, please make sure you freeze it for at least 24 hours in advance before you go to use it. This thing is so cold, I gotta put it down. Mine is a attachment to my stand mixer. So that's one way you can save money. If you already have a stand mixer, you can grab the attachment piece instead of buying an entirely new ice cream maker, although you're welcome to do that as well. I would just recommend an ice cream maker over the blender only because it makes the texture really smooth and creamy. And then when you freeze the extras, that's another tip for you. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is when you freeze the extras, go ahead and freeze it in those little tiny bowls. I recommend about a half a cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup portion size, so that you can literally pull it out of the freezer and plop it in front of your family as they're eating dinner, and it will soften just enough that you can have a really nice, almost like frozen yogurt kind of texture in your ice cream. And you can have that night after night instead of it being like rock hard. If you've had rock hard ice cream. I'm curious, did you grow up eating ice cream? Please let me know down in the conversation of this video. I did, but I didn't learn about this healthy stuff until I was, much older. This is tip number 3. If you need any food substitutions, you have allergies, you need to be dairy-free, you need to be, well, this is sugar-free and this is gluten-free, but if you need to be dairy-free or need to be like strictly vegan, just double check the recipe and make sure that you don't need any specific swaps. And if you do, go ahead and just swap them out. Who cares? The whole purpose of the recipes that I share with you, my friend, is that they are frameworks. This book, I will put the information below this video. This book is full of resources for you, like frameworks and guides. Of course, there's actual recipes here, but you can take those recipes and just swap out what works for you. I mean, my goodness, I had somebody say, oh gosh, you know what? I'm not crazy about chocolate mint ice cream, but I love chocolate peanut butter. Cool. Well, don't put the mint ice cream, don't put the mint flavoring in here. Instead, just put some peanut butter in it, right? So does that give you an idea? Just be creative and do what works for you. I encourage you to experiment. I encourage you to have some fun, and it will turn out yummy if you follow this framework. And I hope your family enjoys it. If you haven't already, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, come back again for more future recipe demos, nutrition made simple, and ideas to help you and your family eat healthier.